ladies and gentlemen, we are back to close out with a little bit of story time. Thank you guys for tuning in to us. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the story time.
I like story time.
Story time.
Yeah.
Story time.
We're going to add that to that's what we have to show story time. No.
And sometimes it's me,
Yes.
but more so, it's often him.
Because I'm international traveler and experiences. So today on story time, we're going to be talking about a lot of recent breakups. I think since COVID happened, we had a lot
the pandemic.
I think the pandemic opened up a lot of people's eyes. Mm-hmm. And so we've been having a lot of people that's been breaking up lately. So some of the things I've been noticing lately is that you have these power couples or couples that are together, whatever, and everybody's wondering why the relationship's not working. It's usually either their friends are involved in their breakup, or what I've been seeing lately is that everybody want to be in a polygamous relationship but can't handle it, or everybody want to be at a group sex party but can't handle it. And I keep telling y'all, you might be good, but there's probably somebody better that's throwing it back on them.
Throwing it back.
And so your partner then starts to feel that person, and they keep inviting them over, and you're feeling uncomfortable. And I tell people, if you can't handle it, don't do it. What do y'all think?
I agree. So me being the one who is in a polyamorous relationship, and the beginning of my relationships started during the pandemic. I saw a lot of people around us trying to do the same thing. Some were trying to do it just because in the moment, and some kind of tried to do it because they saw us being successful. So in our community, there's just different levels of connection, especially in the LGBTQ community. At this point, there's a lot of sharing, a lot of group sex. There's a lot of that kind of thing.
Sex and drug parties.
Sex and drugs, child. But
it's all new to IT.
She's oh God, we got you a front seat to the castle, so you get to see what's going on.
Yes, right. So, but not everyone is built to handle that, be that a mental standpoint, be that a relationship standpoint, be that, just what they've learned in their previous relationship standpoint. So there's been a lot of people breaking up and shifting around because they just tried some shit versus were true to themselves.
And that's the thing, but then they got these same people who have the nerves, we exclusive. I said, how are you exclusive and you an escort? I mean, you can't be exclusive with somebody and you having sex for money. I mean, and not just to talk about the escorts, but it's you have people that's like that, and I'll be looking at them
gunning at these escorts.
I'm gunning because the LGBT community, they are very nasty towards a lot of people, and we have seen, and then they'll infiltrate somebody's relationship. There was one escort that was with somebody else, and then there was this other escort that was trying to get into their relationship, and I'm sitting here okay, this is a mess. And then they went to Las Vegas, and I hear about it. I get air all the TV.
Oh, he said a specific location.
Yeah, it was Las Vegas, and they blew up, and they hopped on one of the famous transgender base, and because people asked them a question, and so she's going to answer the question, and that's the problem with this community, the LGBT in particular. But I've also seen it with the straight community in Atlanta. You would see him right here. He got his wife, he got his girlfriend, and his man. I have seen that. And I'm what is going on here? And so I asked the wife, I said, well, how do you feel about this? And she said, I'm paid, I'm taken care of, I don't have to worry about anything. I know what he's doing, we're upfront with each other, and it works for them, just how it works for you.
Right.
But a lot of people, it don't work for, and they have the nerves to sit here trying to tell somebody what to do with their relationship. I'm no, what you need to do is be worried about why your man keep inviting this boy over, because he's tearing him up. And that's what's going on. And you're not doing, I tell people, I'm not going to invite nobody into my bedroom, and I'm not throwing it back harder than anybody in that room. Ooh. That ain't going to happen.
I think the issue with all this boils down to is everybody feel like they have options. Everybody feels like they have options and they don't want to miss out.
Social media.
Yeah, everybody feels like there's just so many people out there, and this is a new thing because of social media. You just have access to so many people that you just I don't want to choose. So you try to find somebody that's on the same page as you and don't want to let go of their options either, and that's how you end up in the relationships where you have multiple partners.
And then we don't even want to work it out. I've had one of my homegirls because she's dating this man. And she was like, you know what? I don't need you. I can find me somebody. Look at all these girls. And I said, you guys, y'all said this is. Right. I said you could always have sex with somebody. Right. But I said in terms of having somebody that you really have a connection with and stuff. I said, you really need to try to work on that. Because I said, this dude pays for everything. He takes care of you. I said, these other people you having sex with, they only call you over at 1 and 3 a.m. in the morning. That's it. They're not paying for you. They're not taking you out to dinner. They're not buying you flowers. And that's the problem. And I tell people, I said, when it comes to like that type of stuff, I said, either you need to know how to handle it or don't. And if you don't know how to handle it, don't get involved in it.
And what the question is, how do you know that you can handle it unless you try it? Because from personal perspective, it's like, I know I tried it. I know I had, I was like, okay, well, like I've never done that before. But, and I always go back to my sign. My sign is like a Scorpio. And when I love and when I'm for that person, like that's who I'm with and that's it, and so I gave it a try and I said, that's just not for me. And if it's for you, it's good. But it's better that we just be friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like that love and that passion for that person, it can still be there. But
because the sex be good, they be throwing that back on you, baby.
Throwing that bite.
I'm telling you, sex is very powerful.
Yeah.
Sex
magic.
But I do think that sex is very intimate for me, at least, and when there's multiple people with that partner, it seems off to me. So, I just feel like you said, they have to be ready, but also they have to try it so that they know whether they're ready or not.
But I tell a lot of people, I said, if y'all saying y'all in the exclusive relationships and the next time I hear y'all in these group sex parties, I said, that is stupid. They be so upset, oh my God, my relationship, and they be trying to fight, and fighting, carry. You seen what goes on. I'm sitting here like, but how stupid? You invited somebody into your home, you invited somebody into your bedroom, and now you sit here complaining about what happened.
Right.
You caused that yourself.
Yeah.
That is stupid to sit here and then have the nurses talk about other people's relationships. And I said, well, the same thing just happened to you because you want to suck and lick this person over here. I mean, that's just so stupid. So that's why I tell people when it comes to that, mind your own business. If you ain't got your own shit together with your own relationship and you sit here having somebody else throw it back or ride a girl, you have this girl coming over to ride your man better than you can, you're going to lose him. Sex is very powerful. I keep telling everybody.
Energy.
It's very.
Yeah.
And if you have a connection with somebody and they making you come, I mean, there ain't nothing you can do.
This conversation got real.
Got real.
Got real, y'all.
People need to stop seeking advice from other people on their relationship, though. Because I was saying earlier, I said it's like the blind leading the blind out here. Everybody, this is like I've never known so many single people in my life.
To have relationship advice.
Exactly. I don't know what to say, but it's
y'all got everything to say. Everything to say.
How do you know about relationships or what I should be doing, and you single? So it obviously haven't worked for you. So how are you telling me anything?
Well, this is a thing I've been noticing now. It's the 2-year rule. Most people relationships I've seen don't go past 2 years. That's what I've been seeing, and some don't even make it past 90 days. I've been seeing people. This is what's stupid because one of the boys, the military dude that was dating light skinned dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he rolled his eyes at me he made it his purpose to look at me and roll his eyes. I'm like, dude, I'm not worried about that stupid stuff. But they have all these pictures of these people on their Instagrams and stuff. And the next thing you know, they take it all off. And I said, because y'all invited people into these group sex parties with y'all. And now you're upset that the partner want to go with somebody. I mean, why? That is so stupid.
I feel like, but again, I'm using like my situation as an example because like some of these people were around me and my partners. And a lot of people saw what we had and tried to like, oh, we should be open too because like what they did is working.
They're not strong enough.
They're not. So I'm gonna try to bring it to a close on this because it starts with one person first. You have to have you together before you get into any relationship.
Mentally.
So if you get into a relationship with two people that aren't able to stand 10 toes down and are seeking outside of the relationship for something, for sex, for connection, for any of that, that's immediately where you're going wrong. So for me, and I can't put this situation on anyone, my relationship is polyamorous because the energies work together. Me and my original partner, who were engaged before our partner came along, the third person, we were standing strong, great, but early in early in the conversation, before we made anything official, we talked about how we personally don't see ourselves with one person sexually for the rest of our lives. It wasn't like we constantly needed to reach outside of something, but we had conversations before we made anything serious, how we wanted to be able to move in freedom. But a lot of people are starting in relationships where they're being monogamous and saying, oh, let's open it up. That's not...
Open up a can of worms.
Yeah, you're opening up a can of worms, and you don't have the mental capacity to really understand what it takes to make a polyamorous relationship work. There's a lot of work that goes into what I have that is successful. Yes, it's successful, but there's a lot of work behind the scenes before people even see the three of us together smiling and happy and everything. We're currently in therapy right now, not because something's gone wrong, but because we know that life transitions and we want to be able to stand strong together and have an opinion of someone who doesn't know us, who can't judge us, who can just give us the straight facts without bias.
Amen.
That's all. So when people are trying to get into polyamorous relationships, again, start with you. Amen. Start with you. Know what you can take, know what you can understand, know what you can make work for you before you jump into and try some bullshit that you saw. Okay?
Hello, ladies and gentlethems. If you're enjoying the show, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can not only be a part of the conversation, but you will also be in the know when we upload new content. Love and light to you all.